this all the time, but it doesn't correct.
Yeah.
I have a herniated disc in the back,
Uh-huh.
and it affects my knee, and I just never get around to getting it corrected. And so, if I lift something, suitcases for very long,
I see.
it's not a pretty story.
Yeah. I think I could pull it off. I just...
Maybe next year.
Yeah. The wrist just gets a little greater.
sense.
You got your little hot box we can plug into?
Hello.
Hi there.
I got 35 seconds if you want to go on.
I got to call Juno and let him give them a hit. What do you got after that? A couple commercials?
I could, or a 6-minute song.
What's that now?
Or a 6-minute song.
No, I don't want a 6-minute song. I want you to play a couple commercials and then listen to me. You tell me when the 30's up so I can tell Rob. Hang on, I got to get him in here. I've been running around trying to find somebody. This is fucked up. Okay, hang on, Rob. Where are you at? Are you in music?
No, I just started an ad.
Rob, are you in music? Okay, what do you got left in your song, Rob? So you're just going to bail out and do your bumper. And you need how much time? 24 seconds? Okay, Karen, tell me when you're going to start the next 30.
In 7 seconds.
Okay, in 7 seconds.
5.
I'm going to give you a 30-second count, Rob.
Now.
Okay, 30. Mark, that was 30. You got 22 seconds left, Rob. Go with it. 5.
So you want it in 20 seconds?
I want it at the end of this commercial.
Okay.
Rob, are you gone?
What? Tell me again?
10 seconds.
Oh, gotcha.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Mt.Edgecumbe, the B.J. Gillis Gymnasium here in Sitka, as we're bringing you a basketball game, boys-style high school competition as the Thundermountain Falcons come up from Juneau. Last night they played Sitka, and tonight they're over here at Mt.Edgecumbe, and they'll be back here tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock to wrap up their 3-day weekend here in Sitka. Mike Clasby bringing you the play-by-play as we get ready to go. A little while ago, it was the JV game. Last night, Thunder Mountain JV team got beat by Sitka. Tonight, they got beat by Mt.Edgecumbe. So we're going to take a 1-minute break here in our pregame. You're listening over AM 1230 KIFW in Sitka and over 800 AM and 103.5 FM KINY in Juneau. Welcome all our Thunder Mountain fans from out of town, and welcome all the folks over here on Baranof Island, and anybody that might be streaming either one of us. We'll come back with your lineups here in 60 seconds, and we'll get started with basketball. We're about 6 minutes away from the 8-minute mark where they'll go to center jump circle. Back in 1 minute.
So you want me? Is that what you're saying?
And why I hate texting, I went to get my phone to find your number.
Yeah.
Joe texted me and said who could be here and who couldn't. And so, I mean, yeah, it's in writing, but if you don't read it, nobody knows. That's where conversations are a good thing to have.
Well, I told him.
We had to throw our fucking cell phones away.
I told him I wasn't leaving. That's why I hung around.
Well, I looked all over this gym for you, and I couldn't find you anywhere.
20 seconds.
All right. And I didn't do it. Do you want to try and keep score tonight?
I was gonna.
5,
I wish I'd known I was doing it. I was gonna
4,
fill out my own and keep score with
3,
you.
2, 1.
You go ahead.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're about 4 minutes away from tip-off, and I want to welcome Cliff Richter back, and we're going to have a little Mt.Edgecumbe Braves and Thunder Mountain Falcons competition tonight. The Battle of the Bridge won't be happening, but the Battle of the, what strait would it be between Juneau and here, I wonder?
Well, there's a Chatham Strait, that's for sure.
Yeah, I better turn you up a little bit.
Let's call it the Battle of Chatham Strait. Why not?
We could do that if we wanted to, and I'm going to see if that's a little better. All right, there we go. Let's see. Last night, I think. Oh, you know what, Cliff? We were not sure. I was talking to Keith Perkins down there at the PA table, and we have a couple people on the roster that are definitely not here tonight, and that's Brady Carendang from Thunder Mountain and Gabe Story. And from the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, it'll be Jamal Alstrom, who's not on, and Cyprian Edwards-Johnson. Other than that, their normal rosters are lined up. Last night, the Braves, tonight the Braves we think are going to start Cole Ivanoff, Isaiah Klein, Jarvis Evans, Isaiah Rexford, and Bear Brown, but we will not know that until we for sure get our lineup. And we'll have to see as well what Coach Blasco, who he'll be starting.
Well, no Jamal Alstrom. He's a big part of this team, but at least we got Ben Exey. He had a strong game last time. How'd Ben Exey do? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I've got the score sheets right here, if that's what you were going to ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't have the score sheet. That was Sitka. Okay, well, we're a little off step here tonight to get started, and we're running a little bit late. The JV game went late, and I don't know if I mentioned that the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves defeated the Thundermountain junior varsities. So they've stopped the clock for a little bit, so we're still running yet another minute or two behind. Looks like Dennis Verlandry, John Watham, and Bill Steinbach will be our officials as they're down front of the main score table. Keith Perkins, your PA announcer, as he is almost forever here at Mt.Edgecumbe or at Sitka High School. We'll take another 1 minute break in our pregame show, and then we'll come back, and hopefully by then we will have your starters. Probably have a little bit of let's see, I don't think they have a band here tonight. Nope, there's no pep band, so I don't know if we'll have the national anthem or not. So there's a lot of things we don't know, and it varies from gymnasium to gymnasium. Anyway, I do know one thing. We're going to take a 60-second break, and we'll be back. Would you go down and just look at the main scorebook, or ask Keith who the starters are, and X them over here, and X them over there, please.
You betcha.
Try and be back sooner than later. I'll give it back. He's got mine. Karen, are you there?
All right, 1 minute left of this song.
What'd you go into a song for?
Because I've already ran all the ads.
What do you mean you ran all the ads?
I thought the game started at 7, so I started running the ads before 7.
Well, I just gave you a 1 minute cue in our post game, and you went into a song?
You got cut off. I've had 3 minutes of no contact with you.
Well, I didn't know that.
Okay, well now you do. You're at 40 seconds.
All right, I got to call Joel and let him know, or Rob, and let him know what's going on.
30 seconds.
Get ready to play one more commercial, Karen, in case he doesn't answer.
I have a commercial lined up.
Okay, I don't know what happened. How long, Karen?
18 seconds.
15?
15.
5 seconds, Joel. Joel, just listen to the stream and bail in. I'll say something real quick, and then I'll give you about 5 seconds to come in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back, folks, to the Mt.Edgecumbe Gymnasium. Mike Clasby along with Cliff Richter, and apparently we lost our feed and we were gone and didn't know it.
We're back now.
Hopefully we're back, and hopefully we stay back.
Hey, we're just trying to work out all the kinks before tip-off, right?
Well, hopefully we'll get them. Sometimes that just doesn't work. It doesn't matter how big of an iron you got. A few wrinkles. So the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves tonight will be starting Carl Ivanoff, Emmett Dunaway, Isaiah Rexford, Al Samuelson, and Ben Exie. And then Thundermountain will be starting Hansel Hinkle, Bryson Echeverry, Owen Mendoza, Josh McAndrews, and Luke Clark. And Clark and
Owen Mendoza.
I was going to tell you what they did last. Oh, here's our score sheet. Last night, I don't have the last game that Mt.Edgecumbe played, but last night Josh McAndrews had 6 points. Luke Clark was the turnabout yesterday. I see the Thundermountain Falcons were down by 10 behind the Sitka Wolves. They turned around and got it up by 10. That's between the third and fourth quarter, a 20-point swing. A lot of that went to Luke Clark in the fourth quarter. He had 21 points in the ball game. So I'm sure Mt.Edgecumbe, who was probably watching that game last night over at Thundermountain, will be looking to see what kind of performance they'll get.
What we do know, Mike, is that Ben Exie had a strong game in their last game against Sitka. And Bear Brown also played well. And you asked about Edgecumbe's last game.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That was an interesting game because Jamal Alstrom was out and Ben Exie kind of took over and really controlled the offense.
And that was last weekend.
Yes, right. The offense. I think that was their last game. So
okay,
we'll see if there's more of the same tonight.
All right, we have the introduction of the starting lineups now. And for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, they introduce number 24. That is Emmett Dunaway. Number 2 is Carl Ivanoff. Ivanoff's a 5'7" senior. Dunaway is a 6'1" junior. Next to be introduced off the starting bench, Isaiah Rexford, a senior at 5'11". And we'll go with number 34, Al Samuelson. Samuelson is a senior at 5'9". And finally, as you were just talking about, Cliff, Ben Exie, who had a great game against the Sitka Wolves last weekend, and he is a senior at 6'3". The starters for the Thundermountain Falcons coming down here from the capital city are number 21, Luke Clark, a 6'5" senior. Number 20, Josh McAndrews, a 6'0" senior. Number 10, Owen Mendoza, 5'11" senior. Bryson Echeverry is a junior at 5'9", and Hansel Hinkle, also a junior, stands at 5'7". We go to center jump circle now, and it will be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves moving left to right, and the Falcons in their blue jerseys with gray and white outline numbers. Mt.Edgecumbe is in their white with gold numbers. And we're ready to get going. Dennis Verlandry tips the ball up, throws it up, and it's tipped away. It comes back over to Thunder Mountain. It'll be Echeverry, the junior at 5'9", coming across the timeline, sets it up top of the key. He'll go on the far side to McAndrews. Now they work it into Luke Clark, back out Clark. Now he's going to try a 3 from the left side. A jumper from out there. It made it look like it was an 8-foot jumper. It was so easy for him, but the shot misses, rebound comes down, it's cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe. The Brave will come over, and they'll go over on the left side, giving off to Exie, who comes out from underneath. He passes all the way across, back over in the right-hand corner. It'll be Samuelson. Bounce pass into Exie near the free throw line. He can't hang on to it, and a turnover as Thunder Mountain gets the ball, and they'll come down. We're only 40 seconds into this. A long pass over on the near side for the Falcons. They're going to go back out from Andrews to Clark, top of the key, over to Echeverry. Now on the far side, they go over to Hansel Hinkle, who handles the ball for the first time. Now back out to Echeverry, working it into Clark. Back over in the left corner to Hinkle, who came all the way across the baseline from right to left. Back over a jump pass from Mendoza, back out to Echeverry. Gets in the lane, puts it up, rolls around, drops in. And the first two are in the book, and that goes to Echeverry, number 3 for Thunder Mountain. 6:44 to go. And we'll go the other way with the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. They've got the ball top of the key. Work it down inside to Ben Exie on the far side. And the turnover, back-to-back turnovers, as we end up down at the other end of the gym, and it was Exie who tried to handle that, couldn't get it, and the ball goes clear out of bounds, way over by the concession stand now.
Well, we've seen a couple miscues already, And strong fundamental play by Edgecumbe against Sitka the other night. And it'll be interesting to see how that goes here with Thunder Mountain putting a little extra pressure on Mount Edgecumbe from the outset.
All right, we're got the other way. It'll be the Sitka Wolves with the ball. They go to Dunaway. Left-hand high post. He shoots it up from 8. Don't go. Rebound cleared off. It's still a 2-0 ball game. Thunder Mountain with the only bucket thus far. 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back we go. Dunaway the other direction. They'll pass it off as he works it out top of the key towards midcourt to Ivanov. Ivanov comes back down on the left side. They work it down to Samuelson. Samuelson goes over to the left corner, and putting it up is Carl Ivanov from 3 in the left-hand corner. His won't go. Rebound cleared off by Thunder Mountain. They'll bring it down, come across the timeline. Hansel Hinkle with the ball to set up the play. He'll go to Mendoza. Now Echeverry comes out from underneath, goes from left to right. They work it inside. Luke Clark, fadeaway jumper. In the paint, it's up and good. Clark picks up his first 2. So Echeverry with 2, Clark with 2, and it's a 4-0 ball game. Back we go the other way. Samuelson will bring it across the timeline for the Sitka Wolves. Passes over on the left side as he gives off to Rexford. Rexford works it down to Exie on the left side, about 5 feet out from the baseline, tries to shoot it up, and a block, a whistle, and a foul, and it looks like Clark will get the whistle. And that'll be the first foul.
Well, what are your first impressions here, Mike?
Josh McAndrews got the foul. Clark had his hands out like, what are you talking about? So McAndrews gets the foul. So we have 1 foul here in the first quarter, and at the free throw line is Ben Exie for the Mount Edgecumbe Braves, and he gets their first bucket. Thunder Mountain has 2 twos, and Exie gets a chance to make it a 2-point game, and he does as he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's now a 4-2 ball game. Thunder Mountain will bring the ball in backcourt. Echeverry all the way down, jump pass on the far side, off to McAndrews. McAndrews works it in. Mendoza, head fake, gets Exie up in the air, then shoots over him. Shot misses, gets his own rebound. Back out to Luke Clark. Left-hand high post. Dribble down the left side of the lane. Gets tied up. Back out. McAndrews on the near side. Gets inside the three-point circle. Back over. He'll go to Echeverry on the far side. On the right-hand dribble. Back and forth. Now long pass over, but it's tipped away. Nice handle by Carl Ivanov. He blocks it, and Samuelson will bring it down. A turnover for the Falcons. Sitka looking for their first field goal. Back out to Exie outside the three-point line on the near side. All the way across to Samuelson. Back out top of the key. Ivanov and Echeverry, I believe, is going to get a whistle and a foul. Yes, it is, and so it'll be Bryson Echeverry to come up with his first foul, and that's 2 for the Falcons as we near the halfway mark of quarter number 1.
Well, Edgecumbe has stepped it up after a rocky start, and it looks like it might be a close game for a while after all.
All right, it'll be Samuelson the inbound on the near side for the Mount Edgecumbe Braves. They work it around. Exie tries to pass it, loses it away, but it's recovered nicely by Samuelson. He comes over on the right side, tries a 12-foot jumper. He should have had it, but he shoots the basket right over the basket. Rebounds cleared off by Puna Tatayalipo was in now. He comes over to Roy Tupou's in as well. Back over to Josh McAndrews. Far side, long 3, right side, put up by Clark. Clark shot misses. Ball comes out of bounds on the near side. Tatayalipo had his last hand on it, and it'll be Mount Edgecumbe's ball in. Inbounding it will be Samuelson. Samuelson goes into Carl Ivanov. Ivanov, number 2, brings it across the timeline, holds up on the far side, comes over to Samuelson. Right-hand corner, Dunaway, little jumper over Clark, partially blocked. Dunaway gets the rebound. Up in it, rims around, and he'll get 2, and he'll go to the line.
Nice job by Dunaway on the baseline, got his own rebound. He didn't give up, went back up for a 2-footer right off the glass.
So he'll go to the line. We have a 4-2 ball game now. 2 twos for the Thunder Mountain Falcons. A pair of free throws, and now a 2 by Dunaway has a chance for a 3-point play. So we're tied at 4, and we're still tied at 4 as the free throw misses. Clark will clear it off for the Falcons, gives off to McAndrews, comes all the way down, tries to get around Ivanov to get in the lane, can't. Back out to Echeverry over on the far side. He'll give it off to Hansel Hinkle. Hinkle trying to get in, can't. Bounce pass back out to Clark. Drives down the lane. Dunaway's there to block him. They work it inside. Nice reverse layup. A good give and go underneath to McAndrews, but his shot misses a little weak on the reverse layup from right to left. And it'll be Exie to clear it off for the Braves. He comes over and gives off to Dunaway, and then we're going to have a blocking foul against Echeverry. And if it is, and I think it's, I'm sure, yep, yes it is. So Echeverry gets his second there, Cliff.
2 on him already. That's already 4 team fouls for Thunder Mountain. That could get the Braves into the bonus here before The half's over.
Well, yeah, well before half if they keep up this pace. So it'll be the Braves to bring it in on the far side. Inbounding it will be Isaiah Rexford. Rexford comes into Samuelson. Now they work it over to Ivanoff. Ivanoff works it down well, not down inside, but by the free throw line to Exie, who goes down inside. A whistle and a foul. I think that's before the shot. I'm going to wait and make sure that Steinbaugh gives the signal.
Looks like it.
McAndrews, number 20 for Thunder Mountain, gets the call. That's his second. And they wave off the basket, so Exie will go to the free throw line, and Ben is 2 for 2 there already. We are tied at 4, and we've had 5 minutes gone here in this first period. 3 minutes left to play as Exie is at the free throw line for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Pushes off, pushes it in, and it's good, and he's 3 for 3, and it's a 5-4, 1-point lead.
He's up to his old tricks again, Ben Exie.
By the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves as we have our first lead change. Back we go, and it's going to be a whistle. And a nice three-point shot put up on the left side for Thunder Mountain by Hinkle, but it won't count. Whistle before the shot, and I think he knew that. He just shot it anyway. So Mendoza's coming in as McAndrew comes out as Thunder Mountain substitutes. It'll be the Falcons ball in under their own bucket. Only 3 seconds gone on that play. Ball comes in to Hinkle. Goes out top of the key to Roy Tupou. Back over to Clark. Nice steal by the Braves and a long half-court pass down to Dunaway, but Tupou gets in the way and steals it away. That would have been an excellent play by the Braves. Tupou gives it off to Hinkle across the timeline. Back out to Mendoza to set up the play. Falcons.
That full court pass by Exie came up a little short there.
Actually, they're trailing by 3. They did count that bucket. It's a 7-4 ball game.
Oh, is that right?
They didn't put it up on the board for quite a long time, and I didn't see Steinbaugh weigh it off, and I didn't tell him give the signal. And 3 by Clark, just like that. He had 4 threes last night in this game against the Sitka Wolves. It's now tied at 7, our second tie of the ball game, and that 2 points is going to go back to Ben Exie, so he's now got 5. That's the 2 they didn't call. And a long shot on the right side, up by Mt.Edgecumbe. Isaiah Rexford, shot misses. Rebound cleared off by the Thunder Mountain Falcons. They'll go to Roy Tupou as we're under 2 minutes here in the first period. He works it into Taialipo on the left side. Long 3 by Tupou, goes up, no good. Rebound cleared off by that Mendoza. Underneath, Owen brings it back out, sets it up, goes out to midcourt to Hinkle. Back to Mendoza, then Tupou down in the left side. Tupou comes back out halfway up the three-point circle. Now they'll work it around to Hinkle and Clark over on the far side. Taialipo I thought he was going to set a screen, but he was hoping that Clark was going to pass it to him, and he didn't. Bring it back out, go to Mendoza, now to Taialipo. He works it in and turns around, mishandled the ball, didn't travel, didn't double dribble, picks it up, and Puna gets a nice 2. His first 2, and it's now a 9-7 2-point lead by the Falcons. Now we go back and it'll be Al Samuelson to set up the play. He'll come on the near side to Dunaway. Dunaway gets around to Taialipo, then bounce passes over on the far side, up from 3. Nice one by number 32, Isaiah Rexford, who gets the first 3 for the Braves. 10-9, our second lead change. Braves are out by 1. Thunder Mountain with 47 seconds left. Comes down. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. Work it into Mendoza. Back out to Hinkle. Now over on the far side to Roy Tupou. Back to Hinkle. He's going to put up a 3 from the left side. That one won't go. Nice clearing off the rebound boards, the defensive boards by Ben Exie. Exie brings it over, gives off to Samuelson across the timeline. Back to Exie. Long pass down in the left-hand corner. Three-pointer. That one put up by Rexford. Shot misses. Thunder Mountain clears the boards. They come back down again. Second time down in 40 seconds. Over to Tupou. Now back out to Luke Clark, looking up at the clock, 10 seconds. They might get one more shot off. Clark is not making any efforts at all to get down inside. Now he goes left, goes right, holds it up in the lane, gets around Exie, puts it up, and a jump pass is blocked, and there's the buzzer, and that'll end our first quarter, and it'll be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves with a 1-point lead at the end of the first 8 minutes, 10-9 over the visiting Thunder Mountain Falcons. We'll be back in 1 minute for the second quarter. You listen to over AM 1230 KIFW here in the Sitka Mt.Edgecumbe area, and over 800 AM and 103.5 FM KINY in Juneau.
My friend says we're not on the air. She can't hear anything. It's music.
Fans
24 seconds?
No, what's going on?
I have no idea. You keep hanging up.
I don't hang up. I'm not touching anything. We just got a text that said we weren't on the air.
I was trying to text you too.
How long have we been off the air?
10 minutes? 15?
Have you got any of this game at all?
No, you started off to say something and then click.
Okay, what number are you texting me?
I was just about to text your 406. Your 0818.
All right, that's the one to text. And next time, don't wait 10 minutes. Text me the minute we're off the air, please.
I tried. Yes. I don't get any reception here.
All right, now I got to let Kindred know what's going on.
10 seconds?
No, I got to let, well, yeah, let's just go and he can pick us up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back to KIFW, folks, and I apologize. I guess we're having technical problems. I wasn't able to know that we weren't on the air. And Karen, back in the studio at KIFW, I want you to come on now and let me know if we have a good signal, please. Hello? All right, if we're on the air, I want to take a 60-second break, and if we're not, you won't know anyway, so. We will try and figure out, okay, we're off the air again.
She's playing ads, says my friend.
Hey, you guys, I'm going to unplug this.
Falcons fouls on number 33, Bobby Cox. His first personal, 7 team fouls.
Landry. Hey, Landry, Dennis. Dennis.
Hit the horn again. At the line for the Braves, Ben Exie. Braves fouls on number 34, Al Samuelson. His second personal, second team foul. At the line for 3, Luke Clark. Al Samuelson. Thundermountain foul is on number 5, Roy Tupou. His second personal, 8 team fouls. At the line for the Braves, Jarvis Evans. Braves fouls on number 24, Emmett Dunaway. His first personal, 3rd team foul. At the line for the Falcons, Puna Totalipo. Checking in for the Braves. In for the Braves, number 21, John Constantine. Checking in for the Falcons, Braden Jenkins. Count the basket for Ben Exie. Falcons fouls on number 32, Braden Jenkins. His first personal, 9 team fouls. In for the Braves, Bear Brown. 3, John Constantine. Pretty pass, Roy Tupou. 2 points, Owen Mendoza. Back in for the Falcons, Puna Totalipo. Two, Luke Clark. Back in for Mt.Edgecumbe, Emmett Dunaway. Count the basket for Puna Totalipo. Braves fouls on number 44, Ben Exie. His first personal. Three-point play, the traditional way, Puna Totalipo. Count the basket for Ben Exie. Bryson Echeverry. Thunder Mountain fouls on number 2, Hansel Hinkle. His first personal, first team foul. We have a 30-second timeout, Mt.Edgecumbe. We are, let's see. I have an update from Thunder Mountain High School in Juneau, where the Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves are playing. It's just about at half in Thunder Mountain. The score over there for the Lady Braves is Thunder Mountain Lady Falcons 6, your Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves 29. And that's heading into halftime. Thunder Mountain fouls on number 21, Luke Clark. His first personal, second team foul. Oh my, Emmett Dunaway. 3, Owen Mendoza. We have a 30-second timeout, Thunder Mountain. Falcons fouls on number 21, Luke Clark. His second personal, third team foul. At the line for the Braves, Bear Brown. Falcons fouls on number 5, Roy Tupou. His third personal, fourth team foul. Thunder Mountain fouls on number 24, Puna Totalipo. His first personal, fifth team foul. We have a 30-second timeout, Mt.Edgecumbe. Isaiah Rexford for 2, for 3. What else can he do? We have a full timeout, Mt.Edgecumbe. Next home games here in this gymnasium coming up Tuesday. The Mt.Edgecumbe Lady Braves host the Sitka Lady Wolves Tuesday night for 3 games, CJV and varsity. Falcons fouls on number 24, Puna Totalapo. His second personal, 6 team fouls. Braves fouls on number 21, John Constantine. His first personal, first team foul. At the line for the Falcons, Roy Tupou. Back in for the Braves, Al Samuelson.
Against Echeverry, and it'll be Dunaway to go to the line.
Well, what we've seen was Ben Exie did the majority of the scoring in the first half. Since then, it's Dunaway, Bear Brown, and Rexford who have really stepped it up.
Dunaway has 4 points. He missed his only free throw attempt back in the first quarter. On the right-hand dribble now, he's going to take his time from the line, pushes up, and it's in, and he's 2 for 1 for 2, and it makes it a 33-28 5-point game. He can give him back that 6-point lead that they had a minute ago when Rexford got a 2. Then on the comeback, he stole a ball at midcourt, turned right around and got a 3. He had 5 points within about 4 seconds. Dunaway sets for his second shot, pushes off, it's up, and it's off the rim to the right side. No good. Rebound cleared off by Puna Totalapo. He'll bring it down, bounce pass on the far side to Mendoza, who puts it up on the right side, and it won't go. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown, doing a nice job on the boards for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. And then Dunaway comes down, and the half-court pass goes to him. He goes right in between Dunaway and Hansel Hinkle and gets 2. It's 35-28 as we're under a minute. Bears are up by, or the Braves are up by 7 now. Back we go, and a jump shot put up on the left side by Lipo. It won't go. Mendoza there to get the conversion. He gets 2. 35-30. Another press put on by the Falcons. And the Braves break it. They come down on the north side to Samuelson. Down in the corner, gets double teamed by Hinkle and by Tupou. Then they pass it around. Bear Brown traveled with it, but his bucket was good. Too bad. They're going to wave it off. Made a nice shot inside the three-point circle. And it stops the clock at 23 for the Falcons to bring it in backcourt. Another press, two-man press put on by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. And following all the way across is Samuelson. Josh McAndrews gets around him. He drives all the way down, coast to coast, lays it up, and it won't go. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe. 9 seconds left. Constantine breaks the half-court line, goes to Dunaway. On the far side to Bear Brown. Back out, three-pointer from the top of the key. In the air, buzzer at the whistle. Shot at the buzzer, misses. End of the third. It's 35-30 now. The Braves up. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes in 1 minute. What's this? Eight minutes of this ball game. So a good ball game thus far. Our quarter score, it was 10-9 with Mt.Edgecumbe up at the first quarter. It was 24-21. They were up by 3 at halftime. At the end of the third period, 35-30, they were up, and we get a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Mt.Edgecumbe on the first offensive move of the fourth quarter, and foul goes against number 24 for Mt.Edgecumbe. That's Emmett Dunaway to get his second, and he sends number 24 to the free throw line, and that's Puna Lipo. Pushes off, that's up.
At the line for the Falcons, Puna Lipo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 from the line, and it's a 35-31 4-point game. He can cut it back to 3. We've had... And he does, just like that, as he makes a nice 2 from the charity strike. We've had 3 lead changes, and we were tied twice at 4 and 7. Other than that, nobody's been in control of this ball game 100% as we get the ball knocked away out of bounds and stops the clock, and it looks like Hinkle might get a whistle. He shook his head. I'm thinking they're going to call it against him. Yep, they are.
Well, I got to
Falcons fouls on number 20, Josh McAndrews.
Like we didn't know how
his third personal, 18 fouls.
I got to say I'm a little bit impressed that Edgecumbe stepped it up the way they have.
Foul number 3 against Josh McAndrews. So with the Falcons now have 8 fouls, that puts the Braves in the bonus situation. So marching down to the Braves free throw line is Al Samuelson, and he's at the line up in, and it's good. At
the line for Mt.Edgecumbe,
4-point lead.
Al Samuelson.
Only 9 seconds gone here in the first part of this fourth quarter. Samuelson puts it up, rattles around, won't drop. Lipo clears the boards. He gives off to McAndrews. He's going to come all the way down, lays it up, and he shot right over the top of Bear Brown. His shot missed. He grabs the rebound, and he has a collision with Samuelson. Samuelson ends up on the ground out of bounds. No whistle and foul. They're going to say that Samuelson touched it last, so it'll be Owen Mendoza to inbound it for the Falcons over to Tupou. Tupou down in the right corner. Mendoza back to Tupou. Now they move it across to Hinkle on the left side. He'll look over to the corner to McAndrews, but can't pass. Back over to Roy Tupou. Comes down to Owen Mendoza. Hook pass from right all the way over to left to McAndrews. Back out to Hinkle. Into to Tyalipo. Dunaway blocks it.
3. Roy Tupou.
36-35. Falcons back within 1. We still haven't gone a full minute into this fourth quarter. Dunaway, far side. He's going to try and shoot over the top of Tyalipo, and he does.
No foul, huh?
And
2
they did not
points,
call a
Emmett
charging foul, nor did they
Dunaway.
call an offensive foul against Tyalipo. The basket counts. It's 38-35. And now Verlandry does call a foul.
Braves fouls on number 34, Al
That's gonna
Samuelson.
go against
His third
Mt.Edgecumbe,
personal, third
and
team
it will
foul.
go against Al Samuelson, who picks up his third foul. So the Falcons will try and inbound it again. And another reaching in foul on Constantine as they put on that full court press. And that's 2 fouls.
Braves fouls on number
back-to-back
21, John
against Mt.Edgecumbe.
Constantine. His second personal,
foul on
fourth
Constantine.
team foul.
Well, the pressure's on. These teams are starting to play a little more physical in the closing quarter.
To Tyalipo, inbounds the pass to McAndrews. McAndrews tries to go to Mendoza. It is stolen by the Braves. Nice move over there by Dunaway. Now we have another
Falcons
foul.
fouls on
That's
number
gonna go
10,
against
Owen
number
Mendoza. His first
10,
personal,
Owen Mendoza, the only
9
number 10 on the
team
floor. I
fouls.
wasn't sure which team it'd go against.
At the
but
line for the
come down and
Braves,
marching up to the
Bear
free throw line
Brown.
is Bear Brown. So 38-35, the Braves up by 3. And a long minute and 10 seconds in this fourth quarter. It seemed like it's been going for 5. Bear Brown pushes off, rims around, won't go. Cleared off by Tyalipo. He gives it off to Hinkle. Hinkle will bring it across the timeline. Bounce passes on the left side to Roy Tupou. Back over to Hinkle on the near side to McAndrews. Now down in the left corner. Tupou comes over and a nice three-pointer put up on the right side by Roy Tupou, but a beautiful block by Dunaway. Ball's knocked out of bounds, a whistle and a foul. And
Falcons fouls on number 10, Owen Mendoza. His
And Owen
second
Mendoza
personal,
comes up
10
with his
team
second foul.
fouls.
6:32 left to play. We've only gone a minute and 28 seconds.
At the
in
line
this
for the
fourth quarter.
Braves,
Nothing
Al
but back and
Samuel.
forth free throws. It's
Al Samuelson.
38-35, still a three-point lead by the Braves.
Boy, Dunaway's really stepped up in the second
Yes,
half.
he has, absolutely. Up, in, and good by number 34 for Mt.Edgecumbe.
Checking in
Give
for
a
the
free throw to
Braves,
Al
Carl
Samuelson and give a
Ivanov.
4-point
In
lead
for the
now back to
Falcons,
Braves.
Luke Clark.
39-35, coming out is Owen Mendoza. Coming back in is Luke Clark for the Falcons. I think Blasco decides he wants a little more height underneath the board. This one's up, it's in, and it's good. It's 40-35, a 5-point lead. And the Braves will continue to put on the press, and McAndrews will continue to break it all the way down. Now holds it up inside the lane, comes back out to left-hand high post. Pass over on the near side to Hinkle. Hinkle drives down around Bear Brown inside to Taya.
Pretty pass, Hansel Hinkle. 2 points, Puna Totalipo.
On the baseline, pick up 2 now. The Falcons put on the press. Back to Dunaway, who's trying to get across as Waltham counts off the time. They finally break it over the far side to Samuelson, into Dunaway, turnaround jumper. Clark, who just came in, checks it. So we've had a couple good shot blocks, one on each end of the gym. Tupou with the ball for the Falcons, goes over to Clark, back out to Tupou. 5:49 to go fourth quarter. 40-37, a 3-point lead. Tyalipo inside, back out to Tupou. Nice move over the, gets Dunaway out of the way.
Roy Tupou. 2.
Puts it up in, it's good for 2, and it's 40-39. And now the Falcons put on the press as Bear Brown gets it across the timeline to Dunaway. Dunaway gets around Clark, and Clark was on the move, and gets a whistle and a foul, and it'll be Dunaway going to the free throw line. The Landry right there, the official, to make the call.
Falcons fouls on number 21, Luke Clark.
Clark comes
His
up
third
with
personal.
third foul in the ball game.
At the line for the
Very
Braves,
nice move by Dunaway
Emmett
there. He didn't have the
Dunaway.
angle. Clark was in his way, and he just used it to his advantage to draw the foul.
And Dunaway takes advantage of the foul and makes his first free throw, and it's 41-39. They're back up by 2. 41-39, 5:27 to go in the ball game. Dunaway gets a pair, 3-point lead. They just keep hanging on to that. Sometimes they're at 5, sometimes they're at 1, but they hardly ever are away from 3 by very far. As I said earlier, we have 3 lead changes.
We have an
2 ties.
update from Thunder Mountain High
But
School.
basically, it's been the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves
The
with
Thunder
lead for most of
Mountain
this
Lady
ballgame.
Falcons
Dunaway's
20.
3 for 4 from the
Your
line tonight, and he has 11
Mt.Edgecumbe Lady
points in the game.
Braves 42.
9 of
End of
those
the
in the second
third
half,
quarter.
All right, me. Full court press put on by the Falcons. And the Bears finally get a break. They get it across as they go to Rexford. Rexford down, gives it Dunaway up, and he shoots it up to the right side from 8. Won't go. Follows a shot, whistle against Dunaway. As he gets that reaction
personal fouls on number 24, Emmett Dunaway, his third personal,
went after his own rebound, tried to put it
team
up,
foul.
And then fouls.
3 fouls for Dunaway. Likewise, 3 fouls for Clark.
As we come the other way, under a press, it'll be the Falcons. They're going to go to Clark. Back across the way to Tatayalipo, near side to Hinkle. Jumps it up inside the three-point circle. It's good. 42-41. Back with that 1
Hensel.
point. I had a text from a couple
Hinkle.
people. They said that ought to be a good game tonight. We were talking about it last night as well over at Sitka. And it is a good game. And it'll be done away. It comes underneath the Bear Brown, stolen by Hinkle. Back over to the Falcons. Hinkle will outlet to Tupou. Tupou being defended by Carl Ivanoff. He finally gets across the timeline, goes to Tatayalipo in the paint. He drives in between 2 guys, Dunaway and Bear Brown. The officials are letting these guys play. They could be calling a lot closer ball game. We come to midcourt. Tatayalipo tries to pass it over the near side to Clark. He gets tripped up by number 32, and he's not very happy, Isaiah Rexford.
Falcons fouls on number 24, Puna Totalipo.
Puna gets the whistle, the foul. That's what Clark was slapping his hands
His
about.
third personal.
That he won that tussle. He'll go to the free throw line, Cliff.
And that was on who again?
That was on Puna Tatayalipo.
We have a
full
timeout. Thunder Mountain.
And it'll be a 60, so we'll take 1 minute break with 4:23 to go. It's Mt.Edgecumbe 42, then Thunder Mountain Falcons 41. Could you go down and ask him if he knows the score of the Lady Braves game? Ask Keith, do you mind?
You bet.
Five,
Just got the text.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Starting the 4th, yeah.
All right, we're back for the final 4:23 of this one. We're at the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium over at Mt.Edgecumbe High School in Sitka. As you're listening over AM 1230 KIFW here in Sitka and over 800 AM and 103.5 FM KINY. It's 5 minutes past the 9 o'clock hour Alaska time, and it is a 42-41
At the line for the Braves,
Isaiah
Rexford.
For Thunder Mountain, and that brings Isaiah Rexford to the free throw line. His first shot is up, and it misses. He'll set for his second. That one's good, and now the Braves have another 2-point lead. They've been ahead by 1, 2, 3, and 5. I don't think they've ever been up by 4. Back we go the other way to Hinkle for Thunder Mountain. Tupou, Clark in the far corner, up for 3, won't go. Tipped away, Dunaway comes out with it as he got it tipped by Samuelson. Back to Samuelson from Dunaway. He brings it down, and Josh McAndrews reaches behind, tips it away into the hands of Mendoza. Falcons bring it down near side. Then they go to Hinkle. Right-hand eye post. Drives the lane. Gets shut off by Dunaway. Back out over top of the key. Goes to McAndrews. And McAndrews almost loses it. And he picks it back up. Tupou gets it over on the near side. A shot up from 3 by Hinkle. Won't go. Rebound cleared up by Bear Brown. Then he loses it to McAndrews. Josh is going to get a foul. Boy, this is a fast-paced game, and it's a good one. This is the kind of excitement you love to watch.
Falcons fouls on number 20, Josh McAndrews. His fourth personal.
Like to keep score all the time.
At the line for the Braves, Bear Brown.
I'd rather be watching the game instead of the scorecard.
Bear Brown will go to the free throw line for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves with 3:44 to go in the fourth quarter. They're up by 2, 43-41. By the way, we did get a score from Juneau at Thunder Mountain as Brown makes that one and is now
checking in for the Falcons, Bryson Echeverry.
Thus far, because down in Juneau, it's the Lady Braves giving a good old thumping to the Lady Falcons. They lead them at the start of the fourth quarter by a score of 42-20. So I certainly misheard Keith Perkins earlier. Next one up from the free throw line by Brown for the Braves is not going to go. Rebound cleared off by Hinkle. He goes to Echeverry. Over on the far side to Tupou. They almost lose it. Back down on the baseline, and the Falcons bring it back out so quickly. Luke Clark moves down underneath. Top of the key is Echeverry. Back over on the near side, goes to Mendoza. Shot from the right side.
Three! Luke
Again at 44. Brand new ball game with 3:17
Clark.
left to go. Clock ticks. Both teams putting on the full court press. Right now the Falcons are giving some grief to the Braves. They finally break it, get across the timeline to Dunaway on the left side. Hinkle's there along with Echeverry. They follow him down, and it's going to be a... Did he step out of bounds? Yes, he did. So turnover by the Braves, and it'll be Falcons ball in. Down to 3:05, and we got a 3-minute and 5-second ball game coming your way, and it's going to start not at 0, but all knotted up at 44.
Good defensive pressure by Thunder Mountain on that possession.
Hinkle on the near side, gives off to Clark. Back to Hinkle at midcourt, moves from right to left. Clark stays outside, going underneath his Mendoza. Back over, Roy Tupou will get the pass. Back out to Hinkle at midcourt. Over on the near side, a three put up by Mendoza from the right side, won't go. Tipped away, Tupou ends up with it on the far side, but it was not by, just proved by luck that Bear Brown went down. Another one up from the right side by Clark from three, won't go. Dunaway up there to tip it away, and the Falcons are hoping it came off of Dunaway, but it did not. It came off of Thunder Mountain. So it'll be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves ball in backcourt. They're going to do it under a 4-man press. Echeverry's there along with Mendoza, also Roy Tupou. They get it into Wexford. Back across the way to Constantine back in. Underneath to Bear Brown to Dunaway, and he just gets nailed. Who came across there? I'm not sure who the foul's going to be on.
Falcons fouls on number 5, Roy Tupou. His fourth personal. At the line for the Braves, Emmett Dunaway.
Dunaway had an easy 6-footer on the right side.
Looked like he had it all to himself, and there came Tupou right there.
So the clock is stopped at 2:25. We're tied at 44. Mt.Edgecumbe is at the free throw line. Dunaway takes his time. It's up in and good, and we have another lead change. That'll be lead change number 5. So 45-44. Dunaway looks for his second. It's up, and it won't go. And rebounds cleared off by Echeverry, who got it tipped to him by Mendoza. Back over to Hinkle. 2-man press. The Braves putting the pressure on. And a bounce pass at midcourt to Mendoza and Dunaway. Oh, they're going to call it against Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain fouls on number 3.
And Echeverry.
Bryson Echeverry, that's his 5th personal foul. Hey, Sitka, give it up for the hard work of Bryson Echeverry.
Blasco, the head coach for Thunder Mountain. Now Watham's over there talking to Blasco.
In for the Falcons,
let's see where the ball's going to go.
Josh McAndrew.
Still going on about it. 2:17 left to play here in the fourth. 45-44. 1-point lead by the Braves.
Also in for the Falcons, Puna Totalapo.
Mendoza inbounding it for Mt.Edgecumbe is going to be Samuelson. Now he's looking for somebody open as the 3-man presses on in. Stolen by Totalapo. He tips it back in. What a nice play. We'll tell you what happened. Then layup on the left side by Hinkle. Won't go.
What a play. He just came in the game, too. That was a last-minute substitution.
And a foul going against.
Braves fouls on number 21, John Constantine, his 3rd.
Totalapo comes into the game.
The foul?
16 fouls. Back in for the Falcons, Owen Mendoza.
Now Hinkle's coming limping off for Thunder Mountain. That's the 3rd foul against Constantine. That'll be the Falcons ball in the far side. Totalapo will bring it in. Comes over to McAndrews, top of the key. Now over to Clark. A long 3, but it's tipped away by Dunaway. Nice block. Stolen right back by the Falcons.
3! Luke!
Thunder Mountain up by 2.
The force is with you.
Back we go for the Braves, and they're going to double team Samuelson, who goes to Rexford. And a timeout.
We have
and we'll see whether it's a 30 or a full. And so Cliff back here, when Lipo did that block, he went
We have
shooting
a
clear
full
across, knocked the chairs
timeout.
over the bench, and ended
Mount
up on the floor by the
Edgecumbe.
bleachers.
Yeah, the coach substituted him in right before play started. He came in, made an astounding defensive play, sprawling into the seats.
Yeah, is there some energy in this gym or what?
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, and Thunder Mountain actually has a 2-point lead now.
So that's a 6th lead change. We were tied at 4 and 7, and then we were tied at 44. If you would write that down, please. So we have 3 ties in the ball game. Now it's going to be Mt. Edgecumbe's ball at midcourt on the far side. They're going to inbound it backside as they go into, let's see, that's Samuelson over there. Samuelson comes back over, gives to Constantine. Constantine double team, gets across the timeline. Bounce pass in the left-hand corner to Brown. Brown gets out.
Bear!
And we're tied again at 47.
Brown for 2.
Back we go, minute 27. Roy Tupel with the ball for Thunder Mountain. Gives the cross on the far side as he goes to McAndrews. In the left-hand corner, over to Owen Mendoza. Back to McAndrews, who looks for 3, won't go. Bounce, passes it way back outside to Tupel. A minute 13 to go. 47 tie. McAndrews with the ball near side. The boys in blue moving left to right here at B.J. McGillis Gym. Josh McAndrews taking his time. They're going to look for a last second shot unless they get fouled. Coming out is Samuelson. He gets screened away by Lipo. Then gets the pass from McAndrews. Dan Crota goes to the top of the key, almost loses their way, gets it back over the far side to Tupel. Over to Mendoza as they move it around. 47 seconds. Back out in the corner at half court, right on the near side in front of the score table, and a timeout called by Blasco.
We have a full timeout. Thunder Mountain.
We're all tied up at 47.
Mike, are these slash marks? Is that how you do this?
Here, yeah.
Right? 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if it was an 11
Okay, yeah.
or a tick before.
Did you get your money's worth for the game tonight?
I'll say, so far so good. We'll see how it ends. Go Braves.
I'm glad you stayed. Seriously.
Thanks.
10 seconds.
We do have a final score from Juneau at Thunder Mountain. The Thunder Mountain Lady Falcons 22. Your Mt. Edgecumbe Lady Braves 52.
Welcome back over AM 1230 KIFW, the sound of Sitka, and 800 AM and 103.5 FM KINY in Juneau, where you don't miss a thing. And I'll tell you what, if you're listening to this game or if you're in the gym, you're glad you're here, because everybody that's not is missing a lot. This is a great ball game. We're down to 40 seconds. You know, it's been a while since I've seen an overtime game. If these two teams go into overtime, as the Thunder Mountain Falcons looking into Lipo, shot misses. Rebound is going to be fought over. We may have our first jump ball of the ball game, and we do.
It was a dog pile.
And the alternate possession is going to give it over to whom? The Mt. Edgecumbe Braves will get it in with 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. John Wathen, the official. As you're right, it was a dog pile. There's like 7 guys on the floor over there. He's clearing up the moisture that would be left from those old sweaty basketball bodies laying down.
You think these guys want to win this game?
They both want to win this game.
My goodness.
28 seconds left. I'd like to see an overtime, to be honest with you. Makes it for all more exciting. As long as the overtime is exciting as the end of the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass under a full court press. Both teams pressing. They finally get it to Constantine. Double dribbles. Wow. Turnover, Mt. Edgecumbe.
That's quite a turn of events right there.
Falcons will bring it under their own bucket. It'll be Owen Mendoza. Clock stopped at 22.2. Looking for somebody open. McAndrews is way out at midcourt. I'll give it to him over in the far corner. Roy Tupou moves over on the near side. Braves in a, are they in a zone now? Yep, they're in a zone. They're in a 2-3 zone. McAndrews on the far side tries to get around Samuelson. Jumps it up for 12 on the left side. Won't go. Rebound now. They lose it back. A whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against the Thundermountain Falcons. We have 3 seconds left, and this is when you see a game won from the free throw line.
Falcons fouls on number 24, Puna Totalipo. His 4th personal.
Going to the line is
at the line for the Braves, Isaiah Rexford.
Number 33 has hit 3 out of 5 with a 2-point field goal. He's got 5 points. This could be the straw that broke the camel's back, and it didn't. It pops out. Gets set for his second. Gets a little lap from either side of the lane from his teammates.
This could be the game right here.
You can hear that crowd. And he sets, pushes off. It's up, it's in, it's good. 48-47, 3 seconds left. A timeout called by the
We have a timeout.
Right here, folks. We do not want to miss the end of this one.
Thunder
3
Mountain.
seconds left. And
It is a
he actually is going to take a 60.
full
Nope, he's taking a 30.
full
I'm glad we got
timeout.
that. Let's have a look at, I'm going to look at Mt.Edgecumbe, and the people, they've got 3, 9, 10, 12. They're shooting, my goodness. They're shooting this. I'll tell you what's going to be a key factor in this one. I can't add these up. We don't have time. The amount of free throws shot and the high percentage made for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. We don't have near as many. The only 2 guys that have shot free throws for the Thunder Mountain Falcons are Luke Clark and Puna Totalipo.
And we're seeing 100% by Thunder Mountain tonight, so that's a key factor right there.
Awesome.
And credit where credit's due. That was Isaiah Rexford who hit that free throw to give the to give the Braves the 1 point
Did
advantage.
I say the wrong name?
We said Bear Brown. It was Rexford.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay. All right, 48-47, a 1-point lead by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves on their home court. And a timeout on the floor. 3 seconds left in the ball game. We were tied at 4 different times, at 4, at 7, at 44, and at 47. That tie was just broke at the free throw line by Rexford, who put 1 of 2 in and give them the 1-point lead. Now they're going to put on the full court press as Totalipo will inbound it for the Falcons. Comes to midcourt, goes to Luke Clark. On the way, drops McAndrews, lays it up off the back.
Oh, my goodness. What a basketball game. Give it up for both teams. The Thunder Mountain Falcons and your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Wow. Your unofficial scoring for this game: Hansel Hinkle 2, Bryson Echeverry 4, Roy Tupou and Owen Mendoza 7 points apiece, Puna Totalipo 11, and leading the way for the Falcons, Luke Clark with 16. Your unofficial scoring for Mt.Edgecumbe: Jarvis Evans 1, John Constantine 3, Al Samuelson 5, Bear Brown 4, Isaiah Rexford 9, and leading the way for the Braves, Emmett Dunaway with 12, and Ben Exey with 13 points. We'll see you here tomorrow morning. Remember, game times, 11 o'clock C, 12:30 JV, and 2 o'clock varsity. Wow.
Play-by-play with pregame about 10 minutes to